Hello, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and who else am I streaming to? Facebook. My name is Frank Lavinia, and in the background, my dog is barking because he knows I just started a live stream. This is the puppy car race car track down here in my home office / basement. Just want to do a quick live stream to test out some things. I got some feedback the other day about a recent stream, how things looked a bit pixely. So I'm going to do a quick test here and just see how it's going. And if you have questions, let me know. Let's see. Hello. See, can I draw? Nope. Oops. Undo, 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 undo. Let me zoom back out. Come on. There we go. See, I'm going to go to a red marker. Oops. There we go. Try to draw a red hat. There we go. And that's me. All right. Enough of the fun stuff. That is weird. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. I have a Wacom tablet, and it's actually pretty cool. I've been able to do a lot of things. What's interesting here is how the Microsoft Whiteboard application, which is a free download, has really changed over the years. They've added templates, so you can do kind of strategy. Let's see, feature goals, goal setting. Let's see what's in here. And we can go here. And what does this tell us about goal setting? Use this tablet to figure out what goals you want for your project to be successful. Y'all are gonna have to tell me if this is pixelated, because in one screen here it looks like it might be. And this is one of the things that I'm testing out. I have a chat message. Hello and happy Sunday to you. It just says LinkedIn user. So hello, LinkedIn user. Interesting. All right, so that's interesting. Let's see if we can pull up. Let's see, what do we got? Let's see what Notepad would look like. I think part of this might be the fact I'm sharing the screen. It is pixelated. All right. Let's see. Wonder why that is. All right, so this text is pixelated, but was this pixelated? Yeah, it does look pixelated. Interesting. So what I did was I reduced the resolution on this. Let me stop sharing. And instead of sharing the whole window, the whole screen, let me just share the application. Because I've heard that also it has an effect. That also looks pixelated. That's disappointing. Yeah. Is that any better? It looks pixelated. Both are. Oh, hi, Heidi. Yeah, it's nothing you did. It's just every once in a while I use something called Restream, and every once in a while it'll do that. It'll say LinkedIn user, and it's random. It has some people it does. Hey, Thomas, how's it going? Happy Sunday to you, sir. Nice. Nice. Week at the lake. Okay, so that is better. Nice. A week at the lake. That sounds awesome. What a great time to be at the lake is in the summer. Much better. Okay, that's good to know. Well, because the reason why I want to get this fixed is because besser. Viel besser. Ja. Dankeschön. Dankeschön, mein Herr. The reason why I want to get this fixed is because I want to do more live coding, and I'd like to do it. Last time the lighting wasn't ideal, so I kind of fixed that. I pulled this out of the we just moved, so I pulled this out of a box, but I'm really kind of puzzled because it still looks a bit pixelated, although that is better. Let's see if it happens. So it seems to happen when it seems to be worse when it's like that. Interesting. What if I turn this to maximize? Is that any better? Let's go to 100. Yeah, it's still kind of pixelated. Let me draw hello world. No, not T. It looks okay. Looks on your end. Okay, good, good. I can actually go back and probably pull up the whiteboard that was kind of messed up last time, and let me know how this looks. Does that look pixelated to you all? So basically, what I was doing is I was talking about the product. One of the products I'm responsible for. It's called Rhodes. It's in limited availability, not Los Angeles. Well, I suppose there are worse places to be. Red Hat OpenShift Data Science. It's so I kind of drew this diagram and I got a lot of feedback. Like, hey, man, now it's back to pixelated. Oi, why is it doing that? Hmm. Ah. So the first thing I did, let's see, sharing a window. Let's see, what if I did this? Maybe should be. It still looks a little pixelated on my end. As good as I draw in closer, like this. Like, is that pixelated? Hmm. And let me pop myself back in the frame. Can I do that? I can't do that. It's good. So how's this? Is this it's still a little pixelated though on my screen, which could totally be me. Let me move. Um, so one of the things I did was, and I'll look at this in the recording. I mean, I may have to use just OBS, which isn't a big deal. OBS is free and I have it installed. It's just um I like the ability to just hit go in a browser and it works. Still a bit pixelated. Okay, but you can read it. Okay. All right. Well, clearly I need to figure out why that is. Maybe do a ticket with these folks at Restream. They're pretty cool. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, still. So what's weird is that the text it gets pixelated, which is totally not what I see on my screen. That looks okay. Um, what if I drew? Hola, like that. Eh, let's see. So clearly, I have some research to do, but hopefully, the lighting on me is better today than it was last time. Um, so it's funny because you do all these live streams and stuff. And we've done a lot of these. Actually, that reminds me. Let me fire up. Stop sharing. Let me fire up something that I've been working on. Uh, bear with me. What am I looking for? Try typing instead of hand pen. Oh, that's a good idea. Um, takes a lot of the fun out of it, but I understand where you're going with that. Collab. All right. VQ GAN. And let's share this. I'm just going to share the tab because that's typically what I've done is I shared the Chrome tab and it seems to do a much better job with that. How does that work? Can you read the text there? Let me know. Thanks for anyone that's helping me troubleshoot this live. Shoot me a DM on whatever platform. I'll give you a free let's say free 90 days to Data Channel. That's something Andy and I have been working on. It's like think of it like Disney Plus, but for data, or the Great Courses Plus, but for data. I'll give you 90 days for helping me out. That's pretty decent. All right, so let's run this. So this is a notebook that uses a CQ GAN, and let's see. Can I zoom in? What happens if I zoom in? Okay, so I could do this. I could type in some code here. So I can say pixels are eating my live stream. Oil on canvas by pick an artist, somebody. Pick an artist. Live. How if I spelled live stream right? An artist, and I will put that artist in, and I'll run this, and this will actually go and create a no joke, it'll actually go and create an artwork based on that. Maybe Banksy. What do you think about Banksy? By Banksy. All right, I'm gonna run all, and let's see what happens. So if you look at this, and if you want to, if you want me to share the notebook, but it looks like from what I can tell here, that the code's working. Code is fairly readable. All right, so it's running now, and in a moment we'll get back to it, and we'll see kind of what it generates. Picasso. Oh, I like that. LinkedIn user. Let me. I think it's Heidi. So let me stop this runtime. Interrupt execution. Let's go here. By Picasso. By Pablo Picasso. All right. I don't know if he did work with oil on canvas, but I think he did. All right, run all. So we're going to let that cook, and let's go and see what else is going on. Let me see. All right, Picasso it is. I'm going to give that a minute. And while that works, I'm going to try sharing the whiteboard application again. It could be the whiteboard application that's causing the trouble, which would be extremely disappointing because it's such a great program. All right, stop sharing the screen while I have the AI network cooking in the background on Pixels eating my live stream. So I'm going to pick window this time instead of entire screen. And he didn't. That's the beauty in it. That's true. Like it's cool. Like you can like. I think one of the sample things I generated was Pablo Picasso talking about quantum, painting about quantum computers or something like that, which obviously he never did in his lifetime, or the term probably never came out. All right, so I'm seeing now that the pixelation is not so much of an issue. So let me try text, like Thomas said, and Guten Abend, because it's evening in Germany. I was going to say Good Morgen, but all right, so that looks pretty legit. That doesn't look too bad. How do we rotate these? And they changed the UI. All right. You used to be able to like rotate these. Okay. I'm sure what's his name? Kevin Stratford has a bunch of videos on this. All right, so that works. There's another language. Bonjour. All right, so that doesn't look so pixelated. This is encouraging. This is encouraging. Thank you. This is encouraging. All right, what else we got here in this? Create. What's this? Inking. Okay. How does it do colors and like different stuff like that? So it seems like it does a pretty good job on that. This is a great application. So this is one of the things I like the most. Shapes. What do we got? Let's pick an arrow. So that looks pretty good. There we go. That's how you rotate. And if you're just joining, I'm just doing some troubleshooting on a live stream, and I'm streaming on all the platforms just to make sure that the last stream I did had some issues, and I want to make sure that it came out better. Let's see where we are on. Why are we? Seems like we've got an error here. Change the save. All right, so I'm going to restart and run all. Just reboot the kernel in case there's some bad mojo that's in there. And I'm not sharing that screen now. So thing I've noted, this is mostly for me later or any other streamer out there, when I shared the window, it seemed to not like that. One of the things I thought it was, and the fact that it was colors and arrow look good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I'm going to try. So one of the things I thought it was is because I was running the screen at a higher resolution, and ultimately when it gets to restream, they chunk it down to either 720 or 1080, and I thought that that was the problem. But I changed my screen resolution on this screen here to match that. So that seems to be fixed now. Dare I say fixed now? Thank you. You're very welcome. Like I said, hit me up on DM. I'll get you a free, let's say 90 days of data channel, and you can just say free 90-day data channel, and I'll know it's you or Thomas. I think Thomas, didn't I give you a code already? All right, cool. So that seems to be working. Alrighty then. So now that we know that works, let's stop sharing and let's go and check in on my collab tab. Say that 10 times fast. All right, so that ran. All this ran. I have noticed this notebook, if you change it and then kind of run it, now you tell it to run all again, it sometimes won't do it. Where are we? Settings for the run. So if you've not seen this before, I realize I'm scrolling through and not explaining anything, which is kind of rude. So this is a notebook that I got from this 5-minute tutorial video, which originally came from an artist named Catherine Crowson. Um, there's her Twitter, there's her GitHub, and basically it uses a VQ-GAN to generate artwork. And the prompt is what generates. Oh, good, we have pictures already. So the prompt is what generates it. So in this case, we said "Pixels Eating My Life" or "Eating My Live Stream" by Oil on Canvas by Pablo Picasso. And what you're about to see is what this artwork will look like. Let me zoom out a bit so we can appreciate this. I hope we don't go into anywhere not G-rated. But what you'll see here is that this is the first iteration. I'm pointing at it like you can see me pointing at it, but what you're seeing here is the 50th iteration of what this looks like. And basically it's a GAN, so it's having this kind of this debate with itself saying, well, this is what a pixelated Pablo Picasso would look like. It's kind of going back. You see, it's kind of going with that, what a Pablo Picasso painting would look like pixelated. Say that 10 times fast. And you'll notice here, look, you see a little bit of a TV forming. And then, if you go into the folder structure, which is in here, there's a PNG for every step. So let's take a look at where it is at this exact moment. So 128th iteration of that. Let's download that file. And will it show me? I don't think it will, because I have to share. It's actually pretty good. Let me stop sharing and share that window. So it may look like I'm going to have to go with, there you go. Now this is supposed to be pixelated, but that's not too bad for 128 iterations of the GAN going back and forth. I hope that it starts rendering a shirt on this gentleman. But it's actually not too bad when you think about it. Oh, that works out pretty well. So that's basically what it'll do, is kind of go back and forth, and it'll basically ponder every pixel and kind of think about, does that look like a Pablo Picasso? No, it doesn't. Change it. And it's basically trained on it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Making dogwood sandwiches. I think there's a reference there I don't get, but that's okay. It's Sunday afternoon. Here, let me see how this looks like when I turn on the chat overlay on the screen, and it only shows new messages. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I'm assuming it's Heidi. Yeah, I'll post a link to this, but if you look on, um, it is pretty amazing, like in what you can generate. Like I've generated thumbnails and stuff like that, like showing off stuff. Um, you know, let's see where we are on the code here. It's pretty epic, actually. So let's see one last test. I swear. Let's see how this looks like when I have the share going in, when I have the chat window going on. Happens if I hide the caption. There we go. All right, so that takes up a lot of screen real estate. So I don't know if this is ideal for kind of live coding, but this is where we are now. We'll see. Good Lord, I hope they draw pants on him. So what's cool is what'll happen is this will generate a movie, a video from all those frames. So I'm going to stop the faces are starting to appear out of that. That's cool. Now this is not DALL-E or DALL-E 2. This is just a regular VQ GAN. So it's pretty interesting. So it's been running for 5 minutes. We have kind of a piece of art that maybe Picasso would have made. And it's interesting to see the breadth of artwork. I put in Keith Haring, I put in William Wegman, I put in oh gosh, who else did I put in? Raphael. What's really trippy is if you take a painting of a painting that's real with the same artist. So School of Athens by Raphael kind of comes up. I hope it's Raphael. One of my favorite paintings. And it actually does like a remix of it because it's just cool. Like it's just fascinating how this works. So I'm going to hit let me put myself in the corner. Nobody puts Frankie in the corner. I will say runtime interrupt execution. It should interrupt this. And now what it's going to do is going to generate a video from those frames. And there's 391 frames. And if all goes well, I will be able to show what that video is. But while that's happening, I am going to see what it looks like if I were to go back and show the whiteboard. All right. Does that still look crisp and clear? It's looking good on my end. Cool. It's still looking good here. This is good. What happens if I go side by side? Perfect. Oops. Messed that up. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. And let's go back to our Chrome tab, already in progress. 97% generated video. Solid. Sweet. Thank you very much. All right. So now it's generated 100% of video. And sometimes this works where it'll actually embed it in the frame. Otherwise, it'll just download it. So what this has done now is it's stitched together all these frames and content. There it is, video MP4. So it should be downloading. But if all goes well, if I show you this, let's see what happens. Nice. So I'm looking at my preview window. It looks like it works. So what you're seeing is you're seeing kind of every frame in this video is the is the computer trying to think this through. And that's basically it. So 15 seconds. So you'll see kind of, you can see the things form. If you let this run longer, it's pretty interesting to see this kind of, the painting will evolve. And it will continue to evolve. And sometimes it'll get to a steady state, but depending on what it is, you'll see like stuff appear and stuff like that. And not stuff up here, but like, faces in there. So let's keep our eye on this space right here. If you can see it right next to this person, this disembodied head right here. Let's see how that evolves. So put the mouse cursor right there. So nothing until about now, it starts evolving into a head. And what's interesting, about the same time that head starts appearing, this one appears. If you want to get a closer look at it, you can download all of the steps. They're all here. Every one of those. And it's just a fun project to do. It takes about 5-10 minutes to generate something. And it's an interesting thing to experiment with in terms of computer creativity, which is a fascinating field of late. A lot of interesting developments there. So that's all I got for this evening. I want to thank you again. Hit me up. We'll get you all a 90-day free um, um, coupon code for the data channel. And if you really want to see it, let's go to datachannel.tv. See, put mine on the corner. This is kind of a project he and I have been working on. Get a free sampler. We've got did a series on the metaverse. Andy's got a show which is not on the featured thing, but we're on all these platforms. We're on iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Fire TV. I have actually watched it on everything but Android TV. I don't have an Android TV device. I don't have an Apple TV device. Perhaps I could justify getting that. So I'm glad that this stream worked out. I'm curious as to why it was a little bit choppy at first. I'm on a wired connection. I'm on a gigabit connection here at the new house. And I see the lighting can still look a little work. It's a bit bright on this side. So I'll probably have to I'll have to unpack my ring light. I don't know where it is. Moving is quite the experience. So I think last Monday we did the Metaverse Monday, and then we live streamed from an Oculus. So if you all want me to see you do that again, I have the Oculus over there. Definitely want to check it out. And with that, I will say thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Thomas. Hope you had a great time unwinding from the lake. And I'll have to look up that reference because maybe I'm dense. I'm not an expert on Picasso, but I suspect that there's something there. I do remember the Guernica painting, which was pretty disturbing. But that's all I got. I want to say thank you for watching, and thanks for helping me troubleshoot this. This is good. So thank you, and have a great Sunday, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are on this crazy planet of ours. Have a good one. I'm going to roll the outro graphics, and have a good insert time of day here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it.